My stream deck appears to be malfunctioning. I'm not sure why. Hang on. 1 second, just close that. Maybe let me just restart the software. Maybe there's some update or something that I do not have. How peculiar. I'm going to do my words. I'm going to do my... I can't even. I'm going to do my best this morning. I'm very tired. I'm very drained. Yeah, I've been up... Not night... Well, to be fair, I haven't been up super late, but it's been a night of waking up and then going to sleep again. Trying to finish... Oh, fuck. Hang on. That was the wrong program. Trying to finish... Fuck, no, don't do that. Shit, stop. Task manager. No, I don't want to update that right now. Sorry. There we go. Yes, trying to finish the latest bullshittery. So I did a test render last night for Divinity Part 2. And some eagle-eyed volunteers, about 10 of them, spotted a few errors. So I fixed the errors. Some of them took a while to fix. And then I started the next render. I think it was around 2 in the morning. So as you can imagine, I'm quite tired. So then I had to render that, wake up, watch it. And then I start the upload on YouTube. Not that it would take that long, but just to get it ready for when I woke up next. And then render a bunch of GIFs that we're going to go up on Patreon to sort of show the behind the scenes thing. So I'm very tired. I'm really quite tired. I haven't had the weekend yet, so it's been my Friday plus 2. Yesterday was my Friday plus 2, so I could really do with the weekend. I could really oh man. I just wanna take a break if that's all right. I just need a otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. But yes, so the latest bullshittery is done. I finished it. It's currently available to the patrons and the Twitch subs. If you are one of those, feel free to have a look at Patreon or go down to the link below. There's a Discord. Sorry about that. There's a Discord group instead of sending the emails that I used to send. The email system has been taken away. So if you're a Twitch subscriber waiting for an email, alas, I can't send them. There's a Discord group that you've got to proactively join instead. It should designate you the right permissions the moment you join, so long as your Discord account is linked to your Twitch one. But again, I'm so sorry for the jumping through the hoops there. Really, I should just be able to send you emails, but I can't anymore, which is incredibly annoying. Right, so do let me know what you think about that bullshittery. Feedback is appreciated, and I will get to work with the next one very soon. Again, just please give me a minute to just take a bit of a breather. It was only a 4-weeker, so it wasn't that taxing. If I'm being completely honest, I haven't scraped the bottom of the barrel of my energy levels. I'm at the bottom of the barrel, but I haven't been scraping it, if that makes any sense. So I'm drained, but I'm not exhausted. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting the next project soon. Right. Fishing maybe. I would be, Joseph. Alas, it is getting colder. I go carp fishing, and carp in particular, being a Japanese species, are quite vulnerable to changes in temperature. The moment it gets a little bit cold, they just stop eating. Hi there, Novi. Good morning, Novi. Good morning and welcome. Didn't I say the video would be about 12 minutes long? Indeed, so over time, I chopped off a piece of the end, Lord Haran, deciding that the exit from Fort Joy, so the concentration camp that we've been locked in as part of the story, would probably be better served at the start of Part 3. And beyond that, there's just a general tightening that occurs as bits that aren't quite funny are dropped, or maybe cuts are made sharper, because often a hard cut is funnier than, letting laughter play out, that sort of thing. Thank you, Lord Solby and Yo Mama. Thank you very much. Right, hang on. Me too, Messi. I can't wait until we get to the end game. So more specific, well, for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because the end game of Divinity, I've stopped doing a bunch of technical fuck-ups that I made at the beginning, which means that it should be easier for me to edit. And secondly, because as we started to become more of a party, and we started to sort of understand how each other worked, we actually managed to, at least on my previews of the later footage, we got a lot more cohesive. We were moving as a unit in Divinity, which was it's a huge deal. So the earlier episodes, we were running around all over the place. We didn't know what we were doing. You noticed on that first, like Messi, for example, went off into a cave. She didn't know. She started a quest without any of us seeing it. So that whole section with Withermore did not see it. So I've had to sort of very awkwardly splice together the footage in a way that hopefully is a little seamless. Obviously there are seams, but yeah. Also, good morning, Si. Good morning and welcome. I hope you're okay. Hope you're okay, sir. I'm so tired. I'm doing my best. I'm really, yeah. I've just finished an edit, so I've been up until the early hours. I'm so drained. Right, hang on. Hey, sweetie, would you like another treat? Let me just distract her with another treat. Hang on. Oh. That floor is mucky. She's got crumbs all over that floor. Gonna have to hoover that later. I hoovered yesterday, you mucky pup. I hoovered like yesterday. Right. Anyway, how's everyone doing? You know what? I might pop the kettle on in a minute. I have had a coffee. I might get another one soon. Thoughts about Company of Heroes? I rather enjoy it, Zenny, but again, it's made by Relic, and they're a strange company. They really feel like I don't know what's gone wrong there. The talent definitely feels like it's left Relic, or perhaps someone who is not very creative has had way too much control at Relic. Sorry, what I mean by that is that they haven't pulled an EA. They haven't turned evil. It's more that the qualities of their game have been diluted over time. Their series. Dawn of War is a particular, so its sister series. Basically, what Company of Heroes is based on is a weird tale. I mean, I'm sure there are video essays on it. There have to be, of just no guiding, design philosophy. It's putty. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they're evil. I just think they're not very good anymore. The talent in Relic, something's happened to it. They've either moved on to a different company, or or they don't have as much say anymore. Thank you, LaserX and Felix and that guy Oz and Mr. Somsom. Thank you. Same as Creative Assembly. The exact same. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Good example actually. Creative Assembly, Sega clearly are getting more and more of a voice as their company evolved, and now Creative Assembly is a shadow of its former self. Yeah. Right, hang on a second. Oh. Let's have a look. Okay, just gonna load the save file. Oh, the resolution's screwed. Sorry, I gotta fix that in a minute. Right. Anyway, how's everyone doing? You all okay? How's everyone in the chat? Thank you, Mr. Somsom, and that guy Oz, and Felix. Thank you. Have I played Crusader Kings? I'm afraid not, Langy. That one has gone past me. Thank you, Phoenix Rising. Thank you. Womble Knight is okay. LaserX has got back from 4 days at Silverstone. Cool. Sorry, Silverstone. That's a racing track, isn't it? Is that like Formula 1? Or is it just racing in general? Sorry, Silverstone. That's my brain. I've got like a vague memory. Silverstone. It is a racing thing, isn't it? Is it horse racing? No, Silverstone. So the Silverstone circuit. It's a motor racing circuit in North Hampshire. Ah, Grand Prix. Got it. Yeah, so Formula 1. Ah, cool. Yeah, sorry, I knew it was racing something, but I don't, as you can probably tell, I don't give a shit about racing. To each their own, though. Right. Sai says there's a set of corners at Silverstone where the cars go through and pull 4 to 5G. Cool. Yeah, I imagine Sai would be all over that shit. Surprised he's not ribbing me for not knowing what Silverstone is. Okay. Thank you, Ist That One Guy. Thank you very much, Ist That One Guy. Hang on a second. Whoa, things are exploding. Okay. Oh, sorry, got a cleaning thing going past the flat. Wait for it. Ludi's like, what's that? It's a road sweeper. Right. So, welcome indeed. Hang on a minute. So, I'll admit, I'm on the tail end of my my muse, as it were, for Silent Hunter. I'll play it for a little bit, but yes, I'm very much itching to play something new. I would play Blade and Sorcery, but it would require moving lots of furniture and stuff, and I should have done that way earlier if I was going to give that a go. But for the minute, welcome to Silent Hunter. Thank you, Irisher. Thank you very much. So what's going on? So quite an eventful time in the Second World War right about now. Hang on a second. So we're floating off the coast. Stop the engine.
All stop.
We're floating off the coast of the United States of America, who, in December of last year, 1941, have decided to join the Second World War after a reasonable debate and lengthy discussion. No. Basically, Japan dropped torpedoes on them at Pearl Harbor, and America got angry with that, and they declared war on Japan. Germany declared war on America, and then here we are. Is that not sunk? Surely it's sunk. I hit it with the deck gun. An American motorboat. Come on. Is it going to sink? What's it doing? We're holding fire on it. 1 minute. So yes, I'm actually coming back from a successful raid against the American East Coast. So what happened during the real Second World War is that America entered the war, and immediately, of course, U-boats were given orders to conduct unrestricted submarine warfare against American targets on the east coast of America, with a specific operation being greenlit involving Type 9 U-boats, the longer-range version, specifically 5 of them, were moved off coast of the United States, and they started sinking Allied shipping. They were extremely successful, owing to the fact that American anti-submarine responses were very, very bad. It became known as the Second Happy Time at the start of 1942. From January to August, American shipping was ruthlessly hunted by the U-boat threat. About 600 ships were sunk to only 22 U-boats, which is a staggering kill-to-death ratio there. It was very one-sided, owing to the fact that the American Admiralty were very, very slow in adapting. Sort of criminally slow, frankly. It was negligence in the extreme. They had 2 years to watch the battle in the Atlantic, and they did not appropriately adapt. So, yeah, bad show. The U-boats, on the other hand, involved lots of very experienced captains who have accrued plenty of time at the conning tower. Out in the Atlantic, so yeah, it was very one-sided, and America eventually managed to rally and fight the U-boat threat, but initially it was very, very it was a slaughter. Now, on the last stream of Silent Hunter, I actually went into New York City, the Hudson Bay, or the Hudson River. What's this called? What's this bit, sorry? Is that the Hudson Bay, or is that the Hudson Bay? I went into this bit, so the bit closest to New York, and I started sinking shipping at anchor. We were extremely successful. We managed to attack a whole load of vessels. We managed to shoot the Statue of Liberty in the face with a deck gun. And we were on our way back to Germany when someone in the chat pointed out something interesting. There's an American carrier somewhere on the East Coast. We think it might actually be... Where did they say it was? Was it Norfolk they said it might be? Was it Norfolk or Newport? At one of these locations... Is it the Wasp? Is that the name of it? There is an American carrier. I don't know if it's stationed here right now. It's February the 20th. We have 3 torpedoes remaining. People say Norfolk was the military base. We might try sneaking in. Again, I don't want to take crazy risks because our fuel reserves aren't amazing and we've got to get back to Germany. But yeah, maybe we should just see if we can spend the last 3 torpedoes taking out an extremely valuable target before their defences get properly sorted. So that's what we're going to do. So, 1 minute. Let's just take U-108's... hang on. So get the men off the deck there. We don't need them. So damage control teams, you can stand down. I think I need to manually do it. Yeah, we did take some damage. I just had a fight with a motorboat. And also a trawler. I wasted 2 torpedoes doing it, so it was a big mistake on my part. Right. I don't think I can double-click these guns to make them just... There we go. Thank you, Dave, TDA. Thank you very much, Dave. Right. Anyway, for the people just passing through the stream, please know that I've finished the latest bullshittery. It's currently available to the crowdfunders. So I'm hoping it's good. Alas, I can't be the judge of that. Only you guys can. So do tell me what you think.
Ahead 1/3.
Okay. Transferred to the home fleet in April, so maybe it's prepping for the journey. Okay. What's the home fleet? What's the American home fleet? Because the Pacific fleet is obviously... It was attacked at Pearl. What's home fleet? Thank you, Fock18. Oh, I see. The UK home fleet. Ah. Cool. Because, yes, I know at the same time, not now, but sometime in the future, Royal Navy destroyers are going to make the crossing over to America. So, yeah, now military cooperation between the two nations is going to be greatly improved. The Royal Navy sends a whole bunch of destroyers to assist with the U-boat threat. Okay. Right. Thank you, Vetty. Oh, holy shit. And Neglect Same. And Vetty. Thank you for the sub-bomb, Vetty. Thank you for doing that, Vetty. Okay. So let's bring the U-boat around. I'm going to clear the markers. Let that motorboat leave. He's burning. I don't expect he'll survive too long. So clear that. Send... Yeah, radio operator. Can you send a report of our kills? Okay. Now then, what's that? A ship moving south-southwest. How far to Norfolk? Okay, so about 435 kilometers. At current speed, 5 knots, ahead 1/3. Navigator, how
Yes,
long?
sir. Returning to course, sir. Yes, sir.
How far can we travel on this fuel consumption? Okay, 5,000 kilometers. How far back to Germany? That's Spain. That's occupied France. Okay, 8,000. Shit, are we even going to make it? I mean, head slow is too slow. I mean, should we just leave now? I mean, that would suck, but we've got to have enough fuel to get back home. 2,000. Really? I mean, sorry, double check fuel consumption. What's the problem? Yeah, we need to play it safe. We shouldn't take stupid risks. Thank you, Papa Prank and Geel Apple Tea. Thank you very much. Do we have that refuel opportunity up at Greenland? What's that? Sorry. Is that a friendly vessel that we can resupply at? I think it might just be. No, the blue ones are. Okay. Yeah, what's going on there then? I'm confused by the limited range. Speed up the time. Oh, that motorboat, is it shadowing us? It's leaving. Is it because the battery's recharging? Yeah, let's see what it says when the battery's fully charged. You can quit patrols even without fuel. I think there's a major time penalty though. I assume because you're getting tugged back to the submarine pen. Oxygen reserve at 100%. Surprised that patrol ship didn't go down. Figured it would have sunk. Thank you, Nightblide. And Vetty again, thank you. Speed up time. Nope, can't do it yet. Still within visual range. All right. Yeah, we should act sensibly. If we can't get the carrier and we have to get home, we'll have to, you know. Isn't it more fuel efficient to be submerged? No, submarines can. Well, this type of U-boat can only stay underwater for about 18 hours or so. Okay, there we go. Oxygen reserves 100%. Battery level charging. Radio message received. Probably just saying good show. So we managed to sink 4 cargo ships, 1 tanker, 1 warship. No, wait, sorry. Yeah. Good work. Continue patrol as current fuel and armament disposition allows. Right, battery recharged 100%. So at 8 knots, navigator, how far can we move?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no, that must have been it. So we've got about 11,600 kilometers. And the cross-Atlantic voyage will be fine. Okay, so 8,400 kilometers or so. We've got enough breathing space. So long as we don't go crazy with our fuel, we should be fine. In fact, ahead standard,
Yes,
we should be able to make a bit more speed here.
Ahead standard.
Okay, so we're going to move down the American East Coast on our way to Norfolk in the hopes that maybe we can take out a carrier. Did I do the patrol grid? Nah, I'm going to skip that this time. Yeah, we'll save just in case. Right, so... Yeah. So, yeah, for those who just aren't familiar with this at all, the people who are joining the stream who don't know what's going on, the game involves a sim. So it's a sim game, quite slow-paced, in which you play as a U-boat that's torpedoing Allied shipping. There are no homing torpedoes. It's 1942. Everything is dumbfire. And we are pretty much helpless if we're caught on the surface by something like a... Well, not entirely helpless, but like something like a plane. And we're certainly very helpless if caught by a destroyer in the shallows. Depth charges are the enemy. Yeah, anything with a gun on it is frankly the enemy. And even the merchants have guns these days. So it's all about stealth. Okay. Yes, try not to... I keep saying this all the time, but this is mainly because I think people have a misconception about what the U-boat is. It is effectively a surface attack craft, which occasionally submerges when it needs to go on the attack. It spends the massive majority of its time on the surface. Hence, note the shape of it. It is shaped like a traditional ship, because it spends most of its time cutting through the ocean surface like that. Yeah, modern submarines are very rounded. They've got like a round bulbous front to the thing so they can glide smoothly underwater all the time. But this is basically an attack boat that dips a little bit underwater. And when I say a little bit, I mean like 15 meters. Yeah. Was radar a thing at this point in time? Indeed, Tick. So during the Battle of Britain over in the UK, the radar has been worked on to the point that the coast is completely covered with lots and lots of radar installations, these huge antennas which are pointing a very basic metric radar at the sky. That's fine, but it's very, very inaccurate. But if you point it at the sky, it doesn't really matter, because the only thing that bounces back, the only sound that, well, the only wave that will bounce back could only be an aircraft. It's a problem, however, if you try to point the radar at the ground, because it's just a total inaccurate mess. You'll never be able to, or the sea, for example. Basically, you want radar to be high up and pointed at the sky for it to be effective at this point in the war. However, what's being worked on, which we don't know about, is something called the centimetric radar? Centrometric? Something centra. It's basically the same principle, but much more accurate, to the point that the individual differences in, say, like a conning tower on the ocean can be distinguished from the returns, what's bouncing back on your radar. So we don't know about this. It means that soon the U-boat is going to be detectable by radar. Centimetric? Centrometric. Sorry, I'm not sure which one it is. Forgive me. Basically, a more precise radar. One that you can mount on a ship or a plane. And all of a sudden, the war starts going very horribly for the U-boat. Because all of a sudden, patrols know where they are in the ocean. They can see the conning tower. So the Battle of the Atlantic was the longest-running campaign of the Second World War, and I would argue one of the most interesting in the sense that it was a battle of extreme bravery and technological advancement. It was the battle of both steely nerves and intelligent code decryption. Yeah, this was a tech battle from start to finish, where teamwork was the name of the game. There were no huge battles, there was no midway, there was no, big flashy moment where the tide suddenly turned. It was lots of small acts of heroism and tragedy, convoy by convoy, to try and make sure that the flame of democracy does not die in Europe. Because there is one last flame, and the only thing keeping it in the fight is the shipping coming in from places like America and the other allied nations all across the Commonwealth. Sorry, bear with me. Well, the British Empire at the time. Hang on. I'm just going to keep saving because it might crash on me. Sweden? Yeah, Sweden is in no position. So, not trying to be rude. Sweden is in absolutely no position to say any sort of no towards Nazi Germany, which currently is, the Axis, which is this. Yeah, the only realistic powers now able to hold it back are the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, and America. Again, it's a heavyweight fight. This is a heavyweight slugging match. Complete total war, at least for the United Kingdom and Germany. It will be obviously for the Soviet Union soon and America later. But yeah, total war. Where every aspect of civilian life is just completely dominated by the war effort. Thank you, Jurassic Milk. Thank you very much, Jurassic. What happened to Spain during that time? Forgive me, I don't know a huge amount. I know that they're friendly to the Axis and fascist, and I know that many German elements were sent down there for a short campaign a few years ago. But sorry, I couldn't tell you why. My history in that area is a bit spotty. You might have to tell me. Why were they down there? There was a whole bunch of German troop divisions that were sent down there, right? Was it civil war or something? Thank you, Azix. Thank you very much. The Spanish Civil War. So what happened there? Too long didn't read, sorry. I'm not overly familiar with that part of the Second World War. Spanish Civil War, the commies versus the fascists. Ah. That's not surprising, actually. Considering that the communists were indeed the principal enemy of National Socialism back when Hitler was first trying to, get into power. It could have gone either way. It very much could have been a communist Germany. Hitler helped Franco against the commies? Because I think I also remember reading that a lot of experience was accrued in the Spanish Civil War by the Germans. So they had lots of... It was like a testing ground for many of their concepts, which helped them later. How far inland is where I live? Can you sail there in the game and shoot at it? Yes! I live here. Hang on. Brighton. So this coasty bit. So there's a city here called Brighton, and there's a town here called Brighton, there's a town here called Hove, and I would be like there. Well, now I'm over here. Like, wait, hang on. That's the different bit. Is that Whitehawk? So like, hang on, and then the South Downs are there, so big hills. So yeah, I'm somewhere there. In a big old city. Right, so how far from the coast are we? So it's 5 in the morning. Well, that's what's local time? Oh, good timing. So 1 in the morning. Okay, so by the time we get there, the sun is going to be coming up. Not ideal then. Maybe we should wait until tomorrow. Yeah, let's submerge the boat and just wait until tomorrow night, shall we? So let's come down. So
Yes, sir.
drop down. Stop the boat.
Periscope depth.
What sort of depth do we have here?
Yes, sir. Depth.
11 meters. God damn, it's shallow. Venetian says a coup d'etat by the fascists they allied with Nazi Germany. Hitler experimented with carpet bombing and other war strategies, and then Franco had to pay back sending soldiers to Operation Barbarossa. Although Spain was really, really destroyed. Oh shit. Okay. Indeed, Raider. Yes, that's correct. I remember looking that up earlier. Right. Do I have an ocean view of the flat? Well, it depends on the flat, as in I'd moved around over the years. Used to. I've had views of chip shops, of just dust bins, of the sea, partially, if you lean out your window a little bit. I've sort of moved all over the place. Thank you, Skitto. Thank you very much, Skitto.
Yes, sir. Ahead slow.
Yeah, we should be able to go ahead slow. So, what are we doing? So, I presume there's going to be patrols here. If this is indeed a military base, then, I mean, we can. I mean, they're so lax. It's crazy. There should be air patrols everywhere all over here. Nothing so far. So what's the time now? So it's about 3 in the morning. So let's wait until... Yeah, we hear a warship, so there's definitely a patrol there. That's got to be a destroyer. So what? Let's just be careful. So that was the approximate position of a destroyer. He's probably going to patrol back. Okay. So it's about to be 6 in the morning. Let's definitely just all stop. All stop. Let's not get stupid. Whoa. So we're just going to sit our U-boat right here and wait for nightfall tomorrow. So the crew just going to relax for a little bit. Make sure everyone's just resting. Yep. Send my officers to their quarters. Yep, resting. Looks good. Men in the electric engines, you can go rest for a second. Thank you, Comshays Okays and Trayson. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Indeed, very shallow waters. If a destroyer gets me, I'm cooked. Okay. So, it's February the 21st. I think we left at the start of February, so what, the 2nd? So we've been out here a while. Okay, that must be the warship on his patrol again. How far away is he? So that's a sound contact for those who don't know. 7 kilometers away. We can't see him, but we can hear him. We might be able to see him if I just look around. No. Okay. Hi there, Weldon. At Virginia Beach. All the best. So local time. Oh, hello. Another warship. Is that the same one? No, I think it's a different one. Okay. Right, so how are we doing in terms of battery, oxygen, all that jazz? Okay, CO2 is building, but we'll surface just a little bit before. How close is the coast? Okay, head forward just a teensy weensy bit, but we have to surface to get some more air. Okay, here comes nightfall. Okay, twilight. We should be able to surface briefly. Let's give it a save. Surface the boat and head standard.
New depth, 0
Give it a
meters.
save. There we go.
Ahead standard.
Right, so push the batteries to spin up those propellers, surface the U-boat. Torpedo nets, almost certainly, yeah. Somewhere ahead of us there's going to be some torpedo netting. Baltimore, Washington. Okay. Good God. Yeah, holy moly. America's position is just strategically, all these natural harbors, these natural inlets, I mean... Right, we're in a Type 9 U-boat. So the chonkier and longer range version. Nazi Germany has fewer of them though, they're a bit precious. They carry more torpedoes. They're capable of much longer range excursions, principally to the United States. I was going to say United Kingdom. But they're certainly not as numerous as the Type 7, which is the archetype U-boat you're probably familiar with. Alright. Thank you, JP Jones. Thank you very much, JP. Come on, we've got to surface the boat. Get some more air. Make sure we got watch officers on duty. Where is he? He's there. There we go. Nope. Come on. CO2 level is not going down for some reason. There we go. Oxygen reserve. Right, hold up. How close are we to the coast? 11 kilometers. Okay, we're going to get spotted soon if we're not careful. We've got to submerge and then just cruise slow. Hang on. Battery recharged. Shit, I'm being very risky. Okay, seagulls indicating the presence of land nearby. Right, let's... Yeah, there's... Right,
Yes, sir.
take the boat under. There's land. We don't want to get spotted by anyone on the coast. Come down. Take us ahead slow. And we'll creep our way in. On this patrol, Yukashiro, it's... fuck, it doesn't give you a summarized... Hang on. Previous. Not sure, sorry. Probably around 30,000 tons-ish. But technically I sunk an additional 13,000. And it wasn't credited, annoyingly. Okay. So let's creep forward nice and steady. So current time is about 10 minutes to 7. I hear a warship ahead of us. Now we need to be very careful now. So that's Norfolk. What's that warship doing? That looks like a patrol boat. Okay, silent running now. Give me the observation periscope. How close is that? About 7 kilometers. Bring up observation, the smaller periscope we're just going to use for a quick sneak and peek. According to the sound contact, it's a bearing 30030. So what is there out there? Visibility is 2 pants, which is good, I suppose. Good for us. Let's keep moving the U-boat forward. Keep the observation periscope a little bit extended out of the casing so I can see if there's like a torpedo net or some naval mines or something ahead of me. Let's go. So what's that sound contact doing? Uh-oh. Is it coming towards us? It just moved into the blind spot, then it moved away. Keep creeping forward. Damn, so what do you think about torpedo nets? I would have... Here? I mean, right in front of the harbour? Maybe? Probably. So let's go here. So that's 7 hours it will take to get 28 kilometers that way. Should be okay. Creep further. Whoop. Warship very close. Moving fast, moving away. 2.5 kilometers. We can hear... Well, yeah, we can hear him. That's true. I don't think I have a map of the United States, Dre Blues. I'll double check. Wait, what's that? I see something. It looks like a patrol craft. Trawler, maybe? Hard to tell. Not a true destroyer. Okay. Thank you, Rosa Van Winkle. Thank you very much, Rosa. So they're patrolling, but they are very not ready for U-boats. Another warship. Okay, so there's at least 2. Oh. Oh. Bad. We just keep moving, just keep moving. Oh shit. Am I gonna get myself murked here? He's coming in slow. That for so 4 kilometers, that does indeed imply...
Warship closing. Bearing 7-1. Long range.
7-1. I don't see him yet. Keep moving steady. Hopefully we're beyond range. Hang on, I see something? So that's a patrol. So there's at least 3 patrol vessels. Way more than New York. Okay, hang on. So it looks like this is the danger zone. Wait a second. So it looks like this area here is where they're patrolling. I don't think they're going... That seems to be it. So let's avoid that. But why? Are there naval mines ahead of me? Could I be... Oh, hang on. One of them just went that way. So he's at least there. Careful. Shit, he's coming at me. Thank you, Zeta. Thank you very much, Zeta. Creep, creep, creep. There he is. Okay, he's moving quick, so he's probably patrol craft. I think I can hear him. Up periscope quickly. Can I see him? There. Yeah. It's a dinky little patrol craft, torpedo boat at best. Okay, so that means no ASDIC, no depth charges. Just a visual scan of a periscope. Okay. Stay quiet, stay slow. What's the local time? It's about 20 minutes to 11 on February the 22nd, 1942. Keep creeping our way towards the sleeping American sailors at Norfolk. Alright. So far so good. We're 3 hours from the contact zone. I'm worried that I'm going to be losing the light. I'm going to go up 1/3. Moving ahead 1/3. We've gone from 2 knots to 4 knots. Sorry, did I say losing the light? We're going to be losing the cover of darkness, I meant to say. There we go. Right, so how close are we? So we don't even know if the American carrier will be here. So I'm about 13 kilometers away from the target zone. Start moving inwards. I expect there's probably a torpedo net somewhere ahead of me. Keep moving at 4 knots. Keep the observation periscope bearing 0, just in case I can spot a torpedo net or something. Keep moving 4 knots. Check batteries. Getting drained pretty steadily. What's that? There's another patrol craft in the harbour. Okay, we're approaching. Merchant moving slow, moving away. There's a merchant ship there as well. Interesting. How's fuel? Probably not great. Here we go. We're approaching Norfolk. We are about 8 kilometers range. Give me the observation periscope. Thank you, Hoodoo. Thank you very much, Hoodoo. Checking bearing 0. Hello, I see the lights of the harbour. I see... Can I see any ships? Still a bit too far. I can't make out any ships. I really hope the carrier's here. Okay. Yeah, we need to watch out. It could get shallower indeed. Keep moving forward. How far are we? About 7 kilometers. We are within torpedo attack range. Creep forward. Careful now. Maybe give it another save before I smack right into a naval mine. There we go. Anyway, for the people just passing through the stream, please know that I've finished the latest bullshittery, which is Divinity Part 2. The link is available to the patrons and the Twitch subs. Please forgive me, I don't do sponsorship and stuff, so yeah, these guys are my crowdfunders, so thank you for it, guys. If you're a Twitch subscriber, there's a Discord link below for you with the thing in it. Oh shit. Guns. Yeah, and let me know what you think in the comments. I hope it's good. If I'm being honest, I think it suffers from the fact that it's a bit of a middle episode, so I think it ends a bit abruptly. That will be less of a problem when part 3 is available, but you know, it's very much a case of it's part 2 of an ongoing series, so you know, I need to get the rest done as quick as I can. Thank you, Lursulent and More Lemonade. Thank you very much, and Connor. Thank you, Connor. Exactly, it's a bit of a, you know, it needs to be bookended with other episodes. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you for saying so, and welcome indeed. Right. Take the observation periscope and leave it there. Give me the attack periscope with its superior magnification. No, Oris. Oh, hello. So I see a destroyer. That looks like another destroyer. Yeah, so 2 destroyers. Can I see the silhouette of anything bigger? What's that? Minor warship. Interesting. Not sure what minor warship means. Destroyer, destroyer. What's that there? Merchant? Yeah, that's a cargo vessel of some description. That's the land. What's minor warship? Over there. I see something. Hello. Ah, that looks fairly chunky. So, yeah, we've got the visual markers of some of them now. Minor warship. A heavy cruiser? Maybe? Keep moving forward. Slow and steady. I'm worried that there may indeed be torpedo netting here. It seems like it would be sensible. So we're a bit closer now. 4 kilometers. Okay. Attack periscope. Cargo vessels, 2 of them side by side. They're big targets. Oh look, more as well. Big targets if we choose to go for cargo instead of a warship. Where was that minor? There it is. Minor warship. What is that? What is that? There's a couple of biggies. Keep creeping forward. How did you see it? I don't see anything. Well, I'm just kind of seeing their stacks and their cranes, really, at this range. I can't really see anything either. I see just on the horizon, I see the gentle silhouette of something. I know, I want an aircraft carrier too. Internet. But if the Americans don't have it here... Keep moving forward. Whoop, shit. Uh-oh. Oh no! Have I been made? I think I might have been made. Hold up. That's a star shell directly over my position. Did someone on the coast... I think I might have been spotted. Uh-oh. Those searchlights now? No, it's just a star shell. Don't panic. We could be alright. Maybe someone saw the periscope? How shallow is it? Where's my engineer? Shit. People are tired as well. What's the depth beneath the keel?
Yes, sir.
No, ignore that.
Plotting course. Yes, sir. Depth under keel.
Yeah, we've only got 3 meters beneath us. And don't panic. It could have just be a precautionary thing. Yeah, the seagulls are spies. Yeah. Keep creeping forward. What's the time? So it's about 24 minutes past 3 in the morning on February the 22nd, 1942. I suspect that there may well be torpedo netting in front of the submarine, so keep our eyes open. Keep creeping forward. Check batteries, not great. Oxygen's okay. Right. Armament disposition, we have... Damn, I should have loaded that in time. I didn't. We've got 4 torpedoes. Yeah, look, they're not sure. They're firing off into the air, thinking there might be a U-boat somewhere. Give me the observation periscope. Up very steady. Kill the engine.
I'll stop.
Observation periscope doesn't have the magnification that I require. Just for a quick dip to, you know, have a look and see what's up there. Give me the true periscope. That's the shore. What's that over there? Coastal vessel. So there's something there. It looks strange. What is that? What bearing is that? 350. 350. From our current position, which is here. 350. Yeah, it's this, whatever that is. It's big though. I'm guessing probably a cruiser, unknown, can't see. And also it's bow on, so having trouble telling. Okay, so that's 350. Keep searching. That's a lighthouse. That's a destroyer. It's a warehouse. Another destroyer. Destroyer. Cargo vessel. Cargo vessel. I see no carrier. 2 large cargo vessels. They could be very good. Yeah, there's lots of viable targets, but annoyingly I see no carrier. How frustrating. I was hoping it would be here. Let's go for whatever that is, shall we? Right. What is that? It's about 5 kilometers away. Trouble is, if I can't get an ID... Whoops.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
up. If I can't get an accurate ID on what it is, then I won't know what its draft is to fire the correct torpedo. So, the depth beneath the waterline. Keep moving forward. Steady. Right. Yeah, so it's going to get lighter soon. That's going to be very bad for us. Oh, they've got searchlights up. They know that something's going on. So Sentry made a report. The destroyers are searching, scanning with their searchlights there. Right, what are you? No, I don't think the carrier is here, Chief. Let's give it a save. Right. Up periscope. .350. God damn. It's a very unusual profile. Minor warship. Never seen anything quite like that. What is it? It's almost like a... Hang on. Where's my book?
Contact. Merchant. Closing. Bearing.
America. No. So if it is indeed facing us on the front there, it's got like a crane. Wait a minute. Tower. Is that the carrier? What does a Wasp look like? Hang on. Nevada, Iowa. Is it called a Wasp class? Oh, look, it could be that. No, that's what it is. Look, that must be it. Floating dock, crane, and tower. That's the profile that I'm looking at. Sorry, what's a floating dock? Is there something inside the floating dock? It must be a floating dock. Okay. So, what? Do I fire a couple of torpedoes? Well, we'll fire a test torpedo, I suppose. We've got 3. Alright. I mean, yeah, can that even sink? I mean, hang on. Wait, if it's floating, presumably. What's this, honey bunny? You being cute? 1 second, sorry. Who's being cute? Oh, hello. No, hello. Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah, oh, no, yes, you are. You're so cute. You are so cute. You are. Yeah, you're so cute. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hi. What? Yay! Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I tickle this. I tickle this. I tickle this. Good girl. So bad. Good girl. There you go. Oh dear. Yeah, she's happy. Sorry, I think I got too excited there. Yes, just need you to rest, sweet pea. Alright. Good cat. Good cat. For some reason I can't bring up her cam. I'm not sure why. Hang on, Lulu cam in the right corner. Piss. Hang on, didn't want to do that. Oh, no, I know why. Because I... yeah. Fuck, how do I... There we go. Awkwardly place it there. Right. Let's try that. Cool. That should work. Right. So hang on. We're still moving 4 knots towards whatever it is. Let's just give give me another look at it.
I'll stop.
Or should we wait till daylight? Well, trouble is, a daylight attack, we're going to be really obvious. Getting out might be a problem. Give me another look. I could just free cam, but I don't want to be too cheese. There it is. Yeah, it's definitely a floating dry dock. See? Okay, so let's add it as target. Floating dry dock. Floating dock. Well, it's not a carrier, but that's a lot of tonnage. 33,000? Jesus Christ. Okay. You're right, honey. What are you doing? You're getting comfortable. So that's got a draft of 13 meters. Okay. So if I do fire straight at that, it's definitely going to require all 3 torpedoes. So here's the risk. If I fire 1 torpedo as a test shot, and then I alter its draft with flooding, the follow-up 2 torpedoes might not get underneath it effectively. Fuck it, let's just fire. Oh, uh-oh. Someone fired a star shell. Yeah, they're getting more suspicious. Okay, let's just get these torpedoes going. So, give me all 3 torpedoes. Put them on magnetic slow movers. If it is 13, so 10, 11, 12, 13, give me 13 and a half, almost 14. On the spread, give me a salvo. Tubes 1, 2, and 3. Can I have that? Sort of, but 4 is in there as well. Does that make a difference? Make the spread incredibly tight. Like, practically, yeah, on top of each other, really. Okay. We'll set all this manually in a minute. Speed is not moving. Angle on the bow is about 0. Range, don't know yet. Bearing, we'll figure out. Okay, here we go. Right, so lock onto target. There she is. Jesus. Is that it? Is that definitely it? What's the range on that? It's 4.2. It's going to be a hard shot though. 4.2. That's roughly the range. Give it a very, very tight, very narrow profile, yeah. Okay, it's exactly... Make sure I get the... yeah. Needs to be perfect. Clear the... 1 second. Needs to be absolutely perfect if we're going to land this. Don't move the sub. It's a bearing 3367. 336.5. Cheers. Hang on. Fuck. Minus 23.5. God damn. Hang on. 20. How can I even tell? Gyro angle. Is that correct? 23? Is that the right angle? No, 20. 20. I think that's correct. Oh no, hang on. I could just eyeball it. God, it's going to be a tough target. You kidding? God damn. There. Okay, don't fuck with it. Here we go. Right. Wish me luck, everyone. Wish me luck. Thank you, Ketchup on Waffles. Thank you very much, Ketchup. Is there a reason for making the shot as difficult as possible? I suppose I could make it easier, couldn't I? I'm losing the time, though. No, it should be fine. It should be fine, right? This will be fine. Give it a save before it's not fine. This will be fine. Yees of little faith. Stop being yees. Okay. That looks accurate to me. 11, 12, 13, 13 a bit. Magnetic slow. Yes, yes, yes. Open torpedo tubes 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. Fire. Torpedoes away. And they're off. Let's really hope there's no torpedo netting, eh? Where am I? Hang on. There's the harbour. There's the torpedo trails. There they go. Super fucking obvious. Thank you, Weltonman. Thank you very much, Weltonman. So let's zoom in now that the torpedoes are in the water and I've committed. What are we talking about here? Oh, wow. I've never seen one of these before. It is indeed a massive floating harbour. That does look quite expensive. So what is this for then? So how does this work? Does it sink, the destroyer floats in, and then it rises up? And you've got a dry dock? A mobile dry dock. That's quite clever. So on the fly you can... that guy just standing there on that box. You know, this is one fine dry dock, if I don't say so myself. I've been working on this dry dock for 30 years. My father before him, his father before him. There's nothing that will sink this dry dock. He seems to say. I've been turning this wheel for 15 years now. My son, I'm teaching him to turn the wheel. There's nothing that will sink this dry dock. Any more guys? Guy up there. Ah, I'm so proud of my men turning the wheels and standing on boxes. God, it's such a lovely day for standing out in the open. Wearing a German uniform? Is that a Tash? Is that Hitler? Hitler, what are you doing in Norfolk? Thank you, the Mithra. Thank you very much, Mithra. We get back to Germany. Hitler was on an undercover mission to Norfolk. We've lost contact. U-108, you were in Norfolk. Did you see anything? No. So where is it? Oh, there's my torpedoes. Doing their thing. Yep. You watch it'd be like that scene. Is it Family Guy or The Simpsons where he sets fire to it? Is that like a barn of the Amish and they just rebuild it super quickly? The moment the torpedo, yeah, the first torpedo hits, the dry dock's fixing itself. They go, fuck, goddamn you, industrial power of America. This is why Japan stood no chance. Okay. There we are. Okay. Here come my 3 torpedoes, minding their own business. Looking good. Guy turns the wheel, sees white lines in the ocean coming straight towards the dry dock. Where are they? There they are. Oh, it's going to be... Yeah. Thank you, Graph Speed. Thank you very much, Graph. Don't you dare be protected by torpedo netting. Torpedo 1, torpedo 2, torpedo 3. There we go. Eins. No! Did I set too shallow? Too deep? No! Oh no! Ah! Ah! Oh, that sucks ass. That sucks ass. That really sucks. God damn. The torpedoes ran too deep. Did they? I mean, I set it to 13, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I set it to 12, 13 and a bit, didn't I? 13. They should have totally went off. Ah. That's aggravating. I've been dock blocked. Yes. God damn. Okay. Take us out of silent running.
Yes, sir.
Order the torpedo crews on the aft torpedo bay, the stern torpedo bay. Alright, hang on. Where's my torpedo dude? But we have 1 torpedo and a deck gun. But there's no way we're going to get away with firing the deck gun in the day off the coast of Norfolk with all those destroyers. We just got to hope that 1 big torpedo in the middle is going to be enough to sink it. Ugh. Okay, hang on. Give my... I've got 1 final torpedo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Hi. Don't mind us. We are not here. We are not here.
Ahead 1/3.
Uh-oh. Star shell. They know we're here. They know that there's a U-boat somewhere in the harbour. Because Hitler just sent a phone call off the dry dock of Norfolk to say someone just fired a torpedo. He calls himself Hitler as well. Wait, hang on, sorry. Didn't Hitler have like he did, didn't he? He had like a bunch of family members, like half brothers and shit. So maybe that's like, I don't know. That's like Kevin Hitler, just minding his own. But he's a dock worker in Norfolk. It's really awkward for his family right about now. Just wants to be left alone. His father wasn't a dock worker, but you know, he has dreams of being a dock worker. No, he doesn't want to get involved in the war. Yeah, Kevin Hitler, just hanging out on the, yeah. He's so glad that he's got a chance to do his part for the war effort. Yeah, it's sorry, like a peacetime activity. I'm gonna repair ships. Yes. You know, it's not like a military thing. It's like I will build. I will not destroy. And then here comes U-108, going lol. Yeah. He's married to a beautiful blonde Jewish girl. Oh man. Okay, yeah, they're super aware of us now, aren't they? How much would that suck? Like, to just forget the World War II thing for a second. Pretend like your brother or your uncle is like now the tyrannical dictator of some faraway country, and you share the surname, and you don't want any fucking part of it, and yet no matter where you go, it's like, oh, you're the brother of thing. No, I am the brother, yes, but no, I'm not involved. You just want to be left the fuck alone. And then, of course, the war goes terribly for your uncle. And all of the weird fanatical motherfuckers with their silly walks and their stupid salutes start praising you. And you're like, go away. I run a smartphone shop in Virginia. Leave me alone. Thank you, Tyrandus. Thank you very much. Yeah, like there was that author years ago. I think he was like an economist. I think he was, and he kept being harassed by this sect of like an American religious thing, because they believed he was the Messiah. Like, he met like a whole bunch of criteria for their Messiah. Like, he's like a learned man, and he has like a specific altruist, philanthropic sort of thing. He looked the part. And he kept having to basically turn them away, saying, "Piss off! No, I'm not the Messiah. Go away." And like, apparently devotees would turn up from all over America, and he was like, "Leave me alone."
Contact. Warship. Constant distance.
Are we going to be okay, or are we going to get murdered? How long until that torpedo is ready? Any moment now. A few seconds. Is one torpedo going to be enough? And how are we going to get rid of this? Good, tube is ready. How are we going to get rid of this bastard? Okay. Is he driven off? I think he's driven off. Thank you, R-Milk. Thank you very much, R-Milk. Okay. That's true. Go back into silent running. Head slow. I couldn't tell you, I'm afraid. I don't really know much about... I don't really know anything about dry docks. Okay, he's over there. Uh-oh. Is that a second one? What is that? If that's a destroyer, we're fucked. It's a trawler. That's bigger. Does it have depth charges? Because if it does... No, we're okay. Fuck, they're super aware now. They know there's a U-boat right here. Does that mean they're bringing in a real destroyer? I mean, that trawler can just fucking nut us in the conning tower. Oh, we're in trouble. Wait, hang on. Does it even have guns? Wait a second. No, it doesn't even have a gun. Okay, we can down that with the deck gun. He's going to be a bigger problem. He's got MGs and an invisible man on. Jesus Christ. American technology. Jesus Christ. Stealth Marines. American technology is really outpacing the Reich. Holy shit. We spent all this time making stealthy ships and they made stealthy soldiers. What the fuck? Alright. Let's get this torpedo fired. So presumably he's in the same place. I need to raise the damn periscope to do this. Maybe I should just... No, I'm in range of the destroyers. They'll open up on me. What should I do? Let's just wait. Just be patient. Maybe they'll fuck off. Okay, yeah, he's fucking off. Yeah, they don't know where we are. Oh, I see. The 13 meters is the depth of the dry dock when it's in use. Suggests salty? Yeah, it was a good 12 meters or so, wasn't it? Okay. Ooh, pardon me. Okay, let's get this thing fired then. So, torpedo tube. Not salvo. It can only be a single. If this doesn't sink, it was screwed. 10, 11, 12. So we're going to fire on 12 meters, just shy. Impact torpedo. And it's going to be on that distance to about 4 point something. No? What's going on? Oh, sorry. Whoopsie. 4.5. Yeah. And then bearing is about 0. Yeah. Speed 0. Way too deep? Do you reckon? 10, 11, 12. Alright, do 11 and a half. I'm going to say 11 and a half. Up goes the periscope at 130 meters. 180, sorry, degrees. Find the target, find the target. There he is, lock. Quickly, 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 quickly. Bring the bearing round. There we go, that looks good. Someone stop him? Nah, be fine. Fine. 11 meters, final offer. Okay. 5 meters? Are you joking? No way. No way. Right. Let's go with so 11. Yeah, fuck it. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm saying it. It's 11 meters. Fight me, chat. If you're right, then you guys can go on about it forever. But I say it's 11 meters. I'm taking a chance here. Here we go. If it's 11 meters, you have to sub, all of you, like simultaneously, every single one of you. Here we go. Fuck you, or at least the doubters. Torpedo in the water. Get it? Sub? Meh. Sorry. Let's get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Head 1/3.
Yeah, what happens if I miss entirely? I don't know. You guys can be smug about it even more. Oh shit. Is that destroyer reversing to come out and fight? I rather hope the answer is no. Okay, I've got no more torpedoes, so we may as well have a quick look around. There are some nice targets here. Wow, big cargo vessels, holy moly. Beautiful. Definitely worth coming over here for just generalized targets. We are, however, leaving, because that destroyer does indeed look like he's coming out. Shit, who's fucking spamming me? I'll check in a bit. So, yes. Here we go. Yes, it's a nice day, says man in also German Kriegsmarine uniform. Nice day to stand on top of this dry dock. Cool. Hi there, Quebec. Hope you're very well. Yes, for the people just passing through the stream, I've finished the latest bullshittery, part 2 of that Divinity series. Yeah, it is very much like well, it's a part 2, isn't it? So I do need to finish the other parts and get them bookended on either side. But yeah, I hope what's there is good. I had fun with it. Going to start the next project soon. If you're a patron, then it's up on Patreon. If you're a Twitch sub, then it's on the Discord link below, and it will go public soon, TM. Where's that torpedo trail? Where is it? Getting turned around here. Wait, there's the dock. Yeah. There's the... Yeah. On we go. There's the torp. Here we go. It's going to be flawless. 11 meters. Just you wait. This better hit. Trouble is, will one torpedo even be enough? I seriously doubt it for something of that tonnage. Here we go. 11 meters, magnetic trigger. And... yeah. No, don't you dare go. Oh my god, wow, I suck. Down, 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 down. Yeah, no, come on, what the f... Oh! Okay, alright. I see that the chat was right, and I was wrong. I see that. And now they're going to be smug about it forever. Well done, chat. Well done. Considering the chat is smug about saving Hitler, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that's a look you want to make. Okay, it's fine. Shit. You win this round, Hitler. Thank you, Hasifa. Thank you very much, Hasifa. And sentient null object. Thank you. Well, damn it. Now it's back to Germany to yeah, with our heads hung in shame, I think. Despite the successful attack against New York City, somehow this attack on Norfolk is way more embarrassing. Thank you, Milky Way, Kushulka, Hell Whiskers, a Sentient Null Object, and Hasifa. Thank you, all of you. Oh, yeah. The torpedo trail attracted the torpedo boat. And thank you, Silver DK. Thank you, Silver. Well, piss. Okay. Indeed. I said 11 meters, and I was wrong. And the chat was right. We'll just say in the report that the sea was very choppy, and the magnetic torpedo would have gone off if the dry dock were a little higher in the water. Lower in the water. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Can I surface the boat and drive like crazy? Nope, the destroyers are within gun range, and there are guns on the coast. Yep, that dry dock later became vital in the war effort. Positioned off Normandy, yeah. Damn it. That's true. Digby says you say that you hit the target and the torpedo failed to detonate. Then you blame the factory, you blame the manufacturer. Okay. Right. What's the dog doing? Yeah, she's just resting. Alright, alas, the rest of the stream is probably going to be a little bit boring because it's going to be the drive back to Germany. Oh dear. Yeah, we have to. We're out of torpedoes. So, let's just get outside of the American defensive cordon as best we can and get back. So we'll arrive back next month, no doubt. Yeah, big patrol. Holy crap. Been out for a while. But I look forward to coming back though, getting some more torpedoes and returning before the American response is really ready. Go sink some shipping. Oh, hello. Is there a resupply boat? Not. I don't see one nearby. Thank you, Yellow Oscar. Thank you very much, Yellow. Thank you. So the nearest one would normally be in Greenland, but it doesn't appear to be there. These ones are friendly ports, but they're not resupply ports. Okay. Let's go. So moving at 4 knots. How's the battery power? Okay for now, but it's going to rapidly decrease. It's about 5 in the morning. Just get past these warships and then we can surface. Careful, don't ram into the side of the thing. Yeah, watch out for that. Careful, careful, careful. 7-hour journey. Our battery probably won't last at this speed. Have to reduce it a little bit. Speed up. Check out Q's stream title. Yeah, I bet you anything he goes to like the same location and sinks the dry dock. What's he done? Quebec, his title is, it definitely was 11 meters, chat. 100%. Right. What a cunt. Okay, hang on. Going down ahead slow. So Quebec has, I think he's also started Silent Hunter. So if you want to, yeah, feel free to have a look at his not quite as not quite as decent stream, obviously. There we go. Alright, so battery power is not great. We're creeping out steadily. Honestly, I should just surface and peg it, I think. Yeah, let's do it. What's the weather like? Pretty good. Give it a save, and then we're just going to get up and book it. There we go. Right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Ahead standard. Take us out of silent
Down,
running.
0 meters. Ahead standard.
Okay. So we'll, yeah. Oh, shit, didn't mean to do that. That's the spoiler button, that is. Right, so, yep, raise the boat. Up we go. Whee! And on we go. Recharge the batteries as we do it. Okay. And make sure that, yeah, the people who are tired are getting some rest. So stern torpedo crews, yeah, you guys can go and rest. Who's the watch officer? You, sir. Up you go. Diesel engine crews, have you traded out with some other guys? Okay, and then you guys can, yeah, swap out for the sailors that are tired on the controls. Okay. Weapons officer is quite tired. Everyone's quite tired, to be honest. Thank you, Charlie, Bob, and Sabatsky. Thank you, both of you. Keep moving. There we go. So, thank you, Sabatsky. Alright, so let's just get back to Germany then. So plot pretty much a straight course back to occupied France. So Saint Nazaire, there we go. So 8,600 kilometers. And yeah, we'll go ahead 1/3. And when the battery's fully recharged, we'll see exactly how much fuel we have. See if we can speed up maybe. Hang on. Right, battery fully recharged. I'll need a nav officer. Tell me how far can we travel? So 14,000 at this speed. Go up to head standard. 7,000. Okay, so we'll make some distance and then we'll slow down later on for fuel efficiency. Okay, so we're moving at 13 knots ahead standard, which means we'll get there in quite some time. How many hours? Alright, well we don't know yet, so a few days. So what's going on in the Second World War right now? Let's have a quick look. So 1942, timeline of the Second World War, while we just speed through this. So February. Okay, so the American Air Corps is now firmly established in the UK. Okay. What's this? Roosevelt orders General Douglas MacArthur to evacuate the Philippines as the American defense of the nation collapses. Okay. The internment of Japanese American citizens in the western United States begins as fears of invasion increase. Bit of a dark chapter in America's history, this. What's this? Sorry. The Battle of Java Sea on the 27th. What's the date now? So it's 22nd now. So this is in the future, the 27th. The Battle of Java Sea under Dutch Rear Admiral Karl Doorman. The combined forces lose 2 light cruisers and 3 destroyers. Okay. The Japanese land forces invade Java. When is... February. Just going up. So at the start of next month, the Red Army, an offensive begins in the Crimea, and the siege of Leningrad continues. So yeah, 1942, things are really going to get bogged down on the Eastern Front. It was not expected that the German advance would be slowed at this point. The Soviet Union should have capitulated, and they haven't. So the offensive, Operation Barbarossa, started in June of last year. And yeah, we really expected, having pushed all the way to Moscow, that the Soviet Union would have collapsed by now. They haven't. Thank you, Holy Imperator. Instead, the Soviet Union have been digging in and defending, selling vast amounts of their territory, which it turns out is rural and undeveloped, which means that all of the roads are not suitable for logistics chains that to support Nazi Germany, whose forces are now very, very far, like 2,000 kilometers away from their start positions. So logistics are a nightmare. Are we okay? Yeah, we're okay. And as the temperature gets colder and the defenses get ever more resolute, best save it as well. Everything grinds to a halt. There was a short counteroffensive in December 1941, in which the Soviets were able to prevent the encirclement of Moscow, which was underway. But after that, everything just kind of ground to a halt. The Nazis are hoping for a spring reoffensive. They're hoping at the start of 1942 to dig themselves out of this hole. But again, everything I've just mentioned, logistics trouble, means that everything just gets bogged down, and then begins a series of counteroffensive actions from the Soviet Union, with troops that they're bringing in. Okay. Thank you, Prowling Panther. Thank you very much, Prowling. What happened in Norfolk? I turned up and I sunk 3 aircraft carriers and a battleship. With 1 torpedo. It just sort of bounced between targets, you see. No, it was that torpedo in Tomorrow Never Dies. You know, the one that like drills into the side of the ship. And then like a stern German man with white hair goes like, knock knock. And now they're wondering why the torpedo hasn't exploded. And like other things when they're steering it. Shut up, chat. All of you be quiet. 11 meters, is that now the saying? Right. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. So Tomorrow Never Dies, that film. There was always that bit of trivia where it was like, oh yes, and it was one of the first films of fuck, what's his name? You know the guy that plays King Leonidas. You know the actor. What's his name again? Fuck. And it was like, yeah, he was in Tomorrow Never Dies, and it was like he was the boat captain. Yeah, Gerard Butler, that's the one. And I was like, really? And my brain kept going, was he really? And then I kept going back and looking at Tomorrow Never Dies and trying to spot him. And I always thought that he was the captain of the stealth ship. And I was like, he looks and sounds very different. And for years I was like, oh, I always thought, I didn't realise Gerard Butler had that range. And then I rewatched Tomorrow Never Dies recently, and right at the very beginning of the film, I got it wrong. At the very beginning of the film, when the British ship is torpedoed, Gerard Butler is just in the back of the scene and in his typical voice and saying, we're going down by the stern. And that was it. That was Gerard Butler. Just in and out, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like 5 seconds and one line. I was like, there he was. He was an extra. He didn't have a proper part. He was just an extra. Right. Yeah. Well, watch the sinking of the Devonshire at the start of Tomorrow Never Dies. He's the guy that turns to the captain and says, like, flooding such and such, we're going down 5 degrees by the stern. And it was like, right, abandon ship, says the captain. Okay. Yeah, and Real Men points out how Joffrey, the actor that plays Joffrey, was that kid that Batman gives the, gives, does he give like night vision goggles or something in Batman Begins? He gives him something. He sees a kid on a balcony and the kid like says, oh, they'll never believe me, and like he chucks something, doesn't he? Okay. What's the date? So February the 24th, 1942. Do I know how far the penalty spot is from the goal? Says Cost. What, football? No. I care nothing of football. Okay, so we're crossing the Atlantic Ocean with no torpedoes, so there's pretty much bugger all we can do. Oh, I see, it's at 11 meters. Fuck. Cock. Alright. Keep the time sped up as we power our way across the Atlantic. How's the weather? Not too bad. All things considered for the Atlantic. Periscope down. Guys, can you look for convoys, not at each other? Right. I think these two are into each other. All right. Have you missed anything? A guy called 11 meters in the chat. Oh dear. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Right. So anyway, the war continues. I suppose I could repeat that often bit of trivia that I keep mentioning for those who... Yeah, fuck it, I'll say it anyway. You know, the film Das Boot the submarine film. They made. I've said this piece of trivia like 3 or 4 times now. I apologise. They made like a large. They had like a set that could move up and down for when they were filming all the U-boat scenes, so they could roll it back and forth and spray water at it and all that jazz. But for the big outdoor, they just needed outdoor shots of the submarine. They made a floating frame. I'm not sure if it was built around a boat or whatever, or if it was itself floating on its own, if it was buoyant itself. But they had this big fiberglass shape of a U-boat for like the exterior shots. Anyway, they left it moored and in like I think it was in a harbour in Portugal, I think, or Spain, while they were filming. And they turned up one day and found that the fiberglass U-boat was gone. It had disappeared overnight. It turns out that the director of photography or whatever had leased the U-boat out to a different director and had told no one about it, apparently, at least according to the trivia, which was probably quite annoying. But it turns out that the director that they actually leased their prop U-boat to was Steven Spielberg, who was making a little film known as Raiders of the Lost Ark. That U-boat that turns up, when Indiana has the Ark on that tanker ship, and it's like, it gets invaded by the Nazis, and they're all on that U-boat that he then whips and goes back to... Where do they go? They go back to an island in the Mediterranean. That's the fiberglass U-boat from Das Boot. Because they just needed to be in the distance, didn't they? They didn't need any up-close shots of it. So yeah, I thought that was quite cool. I know, St. Hummus. Just trying to fill the air. Indeed, I was reading the trivia page of IMDb. No, it's Das Boot, definitely. I haven't seen the full thing, Runkle, only bits and pieces. I need to sit down and watch the whole thing, I think. I know, right? Slow Silver. That Spielberg fellow. Good to, throw him a bone. That film will never catch on. About some archaeologist who runs around smashing things. Pfft. That's not how archaeology works. In the third film, they bring in Bond, because he's, not that much of an audience draw, that indie. Right. I know! Who uses a whip? It's ridiculous. It's a gimmick. And where did you learn to use the whip? Such a Mary Sue, that indie. Marty Stew, even. Right. Okay, so we're crossing the Atlantic. It's the 27th of February. What's happening today? On the 27th, so the Battle of Java Sea. So an engagement between cruisers and destroyers. Let's have a look. So Japanese victory. The Japanese had 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 14 destroyers and 10 transports. And the Americans and the Netherlands had 2 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers and 9 destroyers. What was the result? Japanese victory. Was it decisive? The Allies suffered a disastrous defeat at the hands of the Imperial Japanese Navy, and in secondary actions over successive days. Okay. The Dutch Rear Admiral Karl Doorman was killed. Bugger. The Japanese are not playing around. Okay. Digby says, my absolute favourite bit of trivia comes from the fact that Harrison Ford was basically incapacitated by dysentery on the day that they were supposed to film the big fight with the guy with the sword. So he said to Spielberg, can I not just shoot him? And they changed the scene specifically. A good call. Also, if you watch the scene carefully when the guy gets shot, most people don't notice, but the guy's sword immediately gets grabbed by a member of the crowd who runs off with it above his head, like, yay, trophy. So not only does he get shot, but seconds later his sword gets nicked. Okay, so just cruising through the Atlantic. But yeah, things are fine here. I'm just going to take the weekend if that's all right. I'm just going to relax and try to unwind a bit. Not sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, figure out something. Do some cleaning for one, because holy shit, this flat is filthy. Also go food shopping. There's barely anything. I keep ordering takeaways. It's not good. Okay.
New message received.
Hello. New message received. Attacked by aircraft, damaged, unable to dive. That's U-656. What happened to them then? Let's have a look. U-656. German submarine. U-656. Just getting there, speed up the time. Submarine U-656 was a German Type 7C U-boat built for Nazi Germany for service during the Second World War. Let's have a look. She made 2 patrols, did not sink any ships. Her first patrol lasted almost 2 weeks after she departed Kiel on the 15th of January 1942, when she put in at Brest, France, on the 28th of January. The submarine then departed Brest on the 4th of February, but never completed her second patrol. She was sunk with all hands by depth charges dropped by the United States Navy PB-01 Hudson Patrol Squadron VP-82 on the 1st of March 1942, south of Cape Race, Newfoundland. It became the first U-boat to be sunk by the US Navy in World War II. So one of the 22 U-boats that were sunk between January 1942 and August 1942. Thank you, McFowl Owl. Thank you very much. McFly Owl. My mistake. Thank you, McFly. Thank you. Okay. Bloody hell, the weather's going rubbish. Radio message from Layman Radio News to U108, us. Batavia, the capital of the Dutch East Indies, has fallen. Okay. To the Japanese, I assume. Right. Remember, says Happy Al, when I shot a torpedo at 11 meters and we all told you that it should have been at 5 meters. No. No, it must have been a different streamer. I'm not sure what you're on about. Uh-oh. Watch out for the diesel fuel. We're going a bit too quick. Ahead 1/3, 9 knots. Current range 6,000. We'll be fine. Let's just not go too fast. No, don't know what you're on about. Don't know what you're on about. Okay. So what's the date? So it's March the 2nd. Okay. So March the 2nd. The Japanese make a surprising raid on the airfield and harbour at Broome, Western Australia. Okay. Japanese Naval Operation K, intended as a reconnaissance of Pearl Harbor. Japanese Naval Operation K, intended as a reconnaissance of Pearl Harbor and disruption of repair and salvage operations. What did it involve? Submarines. Minimal damage. Okay. So a bunch of submarines just attacked Pearl Harbor. Okay. Thank you, Neo. Neo Ice. Thank you, Neo. So not too far. Well, the midpoint really. Had to slow down to preserve a bit of fuel. Weather's okay. Speed could be better. The chat is never going to let this go. Right. Anyway, what else is going on this week? Not much, really. Yeah, just finished the bullshittery. Had some fun with it. Gonna do the next thing soon. So food, jog, clean the flat, take a weekend. Yeah. What did Soviet promise in return if I missed? I said that the chat could be smug about it, so now the chat's being smug about it. Like a bunch of bastards, all of you. Will I be doing anything for Halloween? Not really. Nah. Actually, that's not entirely true. I'll be going over to see my mum to get some food earlier on in the day. Okay. Bloody hell, it's going to take forever to get home. Okay. So it's now March 4th. You can't get the resolution fix mod to work. Any tips? Not really, I'm afraid, Badger. As you can probably tell, neither can I. Keeps crashing for me. Why is Saint Nazaire? Oh shit, good shout. I'm going to the wrong dock, aren't I? Which one do I go to? Is it Bordeaux? I think it's Bordeaux. We changed flotilla. Which dock do I have to return to? Mission objectives. It doesn't really specify, does it? Okay. No, but we did leave from Bordeaux. Let's go down here. So that's 3,400 kilometers. Yeah, we can just make it. We're going to be quite low on fuel. Been a long trip. Keep the time sped up. Is it possible to affect history in the game? Nope. Taro, what possible way you could a single U-boat change history? Okay. We moved Twiggy, so we moved from, I think we moved to the second flotilla, because they had access to the Type 9 U-boat. Alright. Disrupt D-Day? I don't think a single U-boat is going to make a difference. Besides, the channel is going to be swarming with destroyers. A U-boat is going to get, well, destroyed. Alright. Okay. Wasn't Germany so bad that it was a when not if they would fail? No, not really. Well, what we're talking about, the potentials of alternate history. Nah. If Germany was going to win the war, it would have been in 1941. After that, it was like, nope. With Britain refusing to capitulate, their eventual war against the Soviet Union was pretty much inevitable, but with Britain refusing to capitulate, it meant that, well, there was a jumping off point for later invasion forces and, well, a focal point for the Allies to rally behind instead of just a wall-to-wall fascist Europe. Would the Soviet Union have eventually pulled through against Germany? Maybe, but also consider the fact that they would be standing alone, completely alone, against a fully Germanized Europe. All U-boats in the area of Norway may go to a 400 kilometers north of grid AF-17 to join with the battleship Tirpitz in Operation Sportspalast on March 8th at midday. What's that then? I'm not familiar. Didn't Tirpitz just mostly bum around in the what's it? In the fjords. Hang on. What's Operation Sports Palace? I don't know what this is. Let's have a look-see. Hang on. So, Operation Sports Palace, also known as Operation Nordmeer, was a German naval raid between the 6th and the 13th of March 1942 that targeted two of the Allied Arctic convoys in World War II as they passed through the Norwegian Sea. It was conducted by the battleship Tirpitz, so the Bismarck's sister ship, and 3 destroyers. Oh, okay. Really? Inconclusive. A couple of one merchant ship, 1 whaler, and 2 aircraft were lost, but beyond that, nothing. So the operation was the first major German attack on the convoys that were travelling to and from the Soviet Union and used warships that had been transferred to occupied Norway in early 1942. The Tirpitz and her escorts sailed 6th of March. The Allies learnt of this from decoded German radio signals, and the British Home Fleet attempted to locate and destroy the German force. This intelligence was also used to reroute the convoys to evade the Tirpitz. The British located the German battleship on the morning of the 9th of March. Okay, so that's the 6th. So they leave today. Well, yeah, we'll never make it. We don't have torpedoes anyway. Okay. The British located the German battleship on the morning of the 9th of March, by which time she was returning to Norway. As attacks against the Tirpitz made by aircraft from the aircraft of the carrier HMS Victorious were unsuccessful, and 2 British aircraft were shot down. Yeah, so an indecisive event. The British were disappointed with their failure to damage or sink the Tirpitz. This was attributed to shortcomings in the aircraft and tactics used. They believed that the battleship posed a significant threat to the convoys, leading to strong escorts being assigned to them. The German military was chastised by how close the Tirpitz came to disaster and decided to be more cautious with how she was used. As a result, the battleship was only dispatched against one other convoy in June 1942 and was then recalled before she attacked it. She was eventually sunk in 1944. Yeah, so the Tirpitz is currently sailing. I don't know where she's sailing from. Well, she's probably in Kiel, isn't she? So she's probably sailing this way. Then the home fleet, so British battleships, moved to intercept and moved convoys away from her. Yeah. Okay, so she's probably around here right about now. Big ship. Holy shit. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you very much, Jesse. Yeah. Indeed, and the Allies are now super worried that the Tirpitz is going to escape into the Atlantic. So this is going to be the cause of the Saint Nazaire raid soon. When is that exactly?
New message received.
I hope I can see it. I might miss it. Operation Chariot. Operation Chariot. Drat. I think I might miss it. It's on the 28th of this month. God damn. We might miss it. We might not get out in time. That's frustrating. I would have really liked to have stopped holy shit. That would be one. Oh shit, we stopped. Damn. Diesel engines? We're not out of fuel, are we? No. 4 knots. There we go. Guess we were too tired. Get an officer in there to try and speed things up a bit. There we go. That would be one way that we could potentially change history, if we were to sink the destroyer that was going towards Saint Nazaire, stop the dry dock from being damaged. Thank you, Dayoth. Thank you very much, Dayoth. And thank you, AK Meister. Thank you. Okay. Quickly, keep going. 4,000. Get up speed a little bit. Head standard. Push, 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 push. The sooner we can get the crew back, the sooner they can go on leave. Moving at 14 knots on the surface. Digby says, I've gotten drunk in the Dam Buster bar at the Petwood Hotel on Woodhall Spa, which has a branch above it which was picked up by the Lancaster clipping some trees on takeoff on its way to bomb the Tirpitz. The crew flew to Norway and back with a 12-foot branch sticking out the navigator's astro globe. Fucking hell. Okay, we're a few days away from the port. Get there as quickly as we can. Drop back down to 1/3. Check maximum range. 3,300. Yep, push it again. Keep going, keep going. Okay. So yes, I've explained this story a few times before, but just in case we do miss it in a minute, the Saint Nazaire raid coming up is effectively, in short, the Tirpitz, that big battleship that's sort of making its awkward steps out into the Atlantic. There's only one dry dock beyond Fortress Britain that's large enough for a battleship, and it's at Saint Nazaire. So the Allies were hoping to destroy it to therefore limit Germany's options when it comes to, what happens if that battleship is damaged. They couldn't attack with too great a naval force because they would just tip off the Germans and they would send... there's a convoy. Really? East-northeast? There's a convoy, like, right here? Jesus. Yeah, they couldn't send a big naval force because the Germans would respond in time and you couldn't get close enough. They couldn't just send in a small team of spies because they would need too many explosives to do the job. They couldn't do an airstrike because AA was super intense. It was one of the main submarine pens. And yeah, they weren't even sure if they could do enough damage to the dry dock anyway. So instead, they planned something very specific. They planned a commando raid, which involved... how many people exactly? Hang on, Operation Chariot. So a commando raid, one of the most famous commando raids in history. Hell, one of the most famous special forces actions in history. Which involved, how many? So, 346 Royal Navy commandos. 346 Royal Navy personnel, so I presume on the boats. And then 265 commandos. Versus 5,000 Kriegsmarine and German army soldiers. And they basically got aboard a destroyer and a bunch of flimsy little boats, and they rammed the destroyer into the dry dock, physically drove it at full speed into the dry dock, and then they dismounted and they started blowing up shit. They just started running from building to building. It was pretty much going to be a one-way trip. So they ran around blowing up as many pieces of machinery as they could before they were overwhelmed and either killed or captured. Yeah.
Ship spotted.
Oh, warship spotted? This here? Must be the convoy. Maintain current orders for now. Where? Are we riding into a convoy accidentally?
Ship spotted.
Bearing
295.
295?
Long range.
Should be right. Right? Yeah, it's the convoy. Yeah, we're fine. They won't divert to come and get us. Just the convoy, ignore it. So the commandos attacked Saint Nazaire in the hopes that they would damage the dry dock sufficient enough to, to put it out of action for the Tirpitz. When dawn broke, they found that the the Germans were basically wandering around collecting souvenirs from the destroyer, an American destroyer. We said we'd give it back. They were collecting souvenirs from the destroyer, and the commandos, the ones that were still alive, were being rounded up and captured. And quite famously, I think as the story goes, there was a German officer. So a whole load of German officers were collecting souvenirs from the destroyer. A German officer smugly pointed out that the damage done to the dry dock will be repaired, you know. You wasted your time. What they didn't know is that the commandos had packed the entire bow of the destroyer with explosives on a timer. And the thing went up and it destroyed, well, wiped out like several hundred Germans nearby the boat, but completely annihilated the front entrance of the dry dock. The commandos had kamikazed a bomb. They'd ridden a massive bomb into the dry dock. Balls of fucking steel. So yeah, they set the explosives, hid them on the yeah. I think they actually sealed the entire front of the bow with concrete, if memory serves. As in they did something. They completely concealed a massive amount of explosives. Something like that. They welded it or something. They basically made it so that the Germans couldn't find all of these explosives until it was too late. No, lots of them died. Many of them did indeed survive. And they then were taken to POW camps. I think this was the event that triggered Hitler's famous order to... oh, sorry, I might be mistaken. It might be the... was it the Brest raid? There was the famous order that all commandos would be shot on sight. Hitler was so enraged with the commando actions. It was either Saint Nazaire or it was the invasion of Brest. It was one of them. Chariot. It was Chariot, yeah. So Hitler gave the order that all commandos were to be shot on sight. And I think also escaping POWs? That might be wrong. Sorry. That one might be wrong. So yeah, so pissed off was Hitler. But fuck that guy. He's Hitler. Okay. Almost there. Indeed, Jeep. You're referring to the actions of one of the deceased British commandos who fought to the death on his machine gun on the on one of those flimsy little ships. The Germans made multiple overtures to have him, order him to surrender, but he refused and he went down fighting. Apparently, one of the officers who killed the commando, or whose men killed the commando, was so sufficiently impressed that he sought out the captured commando officer and insisted that the tale of his, this commando refusing to do anything but fight to the last be recorded. That his valor would not just be forgotten by the enemy. And I'm pretty sure he was given the Victoria Cross. Okay, so that's in a few days. I'm worried that I'm going to miss it in the game. So yes, if we were to blow up that destroyer, we were to kill them all. That would suck. That would suck for them. Let's give it another save before it crashes on me. Right. Yeah, no, so I don't need to check the range at this speed. I know that this speed, I don't have the range. Or at least I shouldn't. So if I check report maximum range, yeah, 890 kilometers, so I won't make it. So I'll have to reduce speed when I get closer. Thank you, Micken Potato. Thank you very much, Micken. Indeed. They had shitty little, wooden boats to get back, I think it was. Or to rendezvous with the Navy forces out to sea who would pick them up. So, yeah. The commandos pretty much acknowledged that... wait, sorry, we're out? We can't be out. Got some remaining. You lie. We got fumes. Ahead 1/3 anyway. Current range. Yeah, we'll be fine. And the famous exchange between one of the officers of the commandos when the when the raiders were sneaking into Saint Nazaire, when the destroyer was coming in, they intentionally went in. I think they tried to sort of screen their presence and pretend to be a German destroyer. So when they crept in, the searchlights lit them up. But I think they were using Morse code. They were flashing back like we're friendly or something. Even when the German guns opened fire, they were like, "Cease fire, we're friendly. Stop shooting, we're friendly." To try and confuse them for as long as possible. But eventually, when they reached the dry dock and when they were disembarking, with machine gun bullets pinging all over the hull of the destroyer, and the commandos disembarking, one of the officers turned to the other one and said, "Right, time to disembark. This is decidedly unhealthy." Yes, I imagine it. Imagine it is. The air was swarming with machine gun bullets. Okay. All right. So, for the people joining the stream, sorry, I'm just in a U-boat, U-108, on its way back to occupied France, specifically Bordeaux, one of the submarine pens. What the fuck is wrong with you British guys? Well, you got to understand that it was a death struggle. So, yeah. This wasn't just like a little spat and it'll be fine. But I mentioned this on the previous stream. You've got to understand that the Second World War, by this point, a couple of years in, it was a brutalization process. So both sides were completely sort of harrowed by this experience. This can't really be understated. So we're talking civilian bombing, incendiaries, just the casualties. Just if there was any mercy, any voices of moderation, they were buried in concrete and rubble in the London Blitz. Same with, in Berlin, with response bombings to Berlin. So, yeah, this wasn't a case of... So this had gotten very, very ugly, is my point. So both sides, but particularly the British, I suppose, at this point, were much more willing to make some very, very grievous sacrifices that a population that is not quite as scarred would not be as willing to go through. I mean, hell, I mentioned this at the start of now, as in the 1942. America hasn't yet reached this point. They're still operating at a much lower war escalation level. They've been attacked, yes, and it's resulted in a huge number of joining of the Navy and the Army. I was going to say their Air Force, but they don't have an Air Force, do they? You know what I mean? As in like a mass surge of people trying to join. But, it hasn't really become total war for America. Here in Britain, every single civilian, is touched by the war in some way. No one can escape this. Okay. Thank you, Jovdin. Thank you very much, Jovdin. So yeah, the Second World War by this point, long before this point, but certainly by this point, by 1942, it has turned extremely ugly. Okay. So we should be... I think we can just... How far is the minimum range before we can dock at Bordeaux? So, exit patrol. Return to base. No, that's not it. Continue mission. We're not quite at the range yet. It will say, like, dock at Bordeaux. There we go. Right, we're here. So, that was a very long patrol. March the 11th. We left at the start of February. So, bloody hell. March the 11th? Exit patrol. Dock at Bordeaux. There we go. Right, patrol 22, everyone. So, total tonnage. Hang on. Fucking. Or does it show me the total? No, it doesn't. So, 28177. And then warship tonnage. So, okay. So, frustratingly, that would have been my best patrol if that troop ship had counted. So, 29,452 tonnage. And then add 13,500 for the other troop ship. That should have been 42,900. That should have been my best patrol. Unfortunately, we didn't get the credit. 11 tons. Fucking cunts. Oh well. So we definitely sunk a ship and we didn't get the credit for it. Still, boobies. No one was killed. Patrol craft sunk. We've been awarded the Knight's Cross with golden oak leaves, swords, and diamonds. Wait, isn't that like the super special one that only Goering awarded to himself because he's Goering? Or am I thinking of someone else? No? Let's have a look. It was the... What is this? Sorry. The Knight's Cross with oak leaves, swords, and diamonds. So yes, I imagine that Hitler is extremely happy, especially with the propaganda boost for the fact that the Statue of Liberty currently has a hole in her face, where we put a high explosive shell straight through one of her eyes. I imagine... what's his name? Not Goebbels. Fucking... what's his name? Admiral Dönitz, that's the one. I imagine Dönitz is probably not happy. He's probably yelling at me over the phone. Okay. So the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross. Here we go. With golden oak leaves, swords, and diamonds. Here we go. So the Knight's Cross with oak leaves, swords, and diamonds, instituted on the 29th of December 1944. The medal at the highest level, originally intended for 12 of the most distinguished servicemen in the entire German armed forces. 6 sets of golden oak leaves were manufactured, each consisted of an A piece made of 18 karat gold with 58 real diamonds, and a B piece made of 14 karat and 68 sapphires. One of these sets was presented to Hans Ulrich Rudel on the 1st of January 1945. The remaining 5 sets were taken to Schloss Kleisheim, where they were taken by the US forces. So only one was ever issued? To Hans Ulrich Rudel, a German ground attack pilot in the Second World War. Ah, yes, I remember him. He was the one who fled to Argentina, wasn't he? Lived until 1982, where he died of being a Nazi. Okay. Right, so let's just back out. There we go. So what's the date now then? Have I missed... Oh, we might not have... Hang on, when was the raid itself? We've got to be quick. When was the raid? Oh no, it's... Ah, damn. It was April. It's May. We've missed it. Ah, damn, we missed it. Well, the Saint Nazaire raid went ahead and I missed it. That's a shame. Okay. Still, we went to New York. We visited New York. So what's the date anyway? April. So what happened in April last month? So the Japanese are attacking all over the place. Winston Churchill... What's that, sorry? The Doolittle raid on Tokyo, where Jimmy Doolittle's B-25s took off from the USS Hornet and bombed Tokyo as a propaganda boost after Pearl Harbor. Okay. The USS Wasp delivers Spitfires to Malta. Alright. Hitler assumes a kind of supreme authority over Germany. When is... Sorry, I'm just trying to find out when... When's the next major Pacific engagement? Here we go. So the Battle of Coral Sea, of the Coral Sea on the 4th of May. So that happened. The first carry... Yeah, I fancy getting some lunch and also maybe going to the supermarket to get some food and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, check out new tech. Let's have a look. Do I have any new tech unlocked? Oh no. Is this not my submarine pen? Did I go to the wrong place? Whoops. I must have done because I can't upgrade my sub. Oh, it's not Bordeaux. It's Lorient. I did indeed go to the wrong... Drat. I went to the wrong place. I can't upgrade my vessel yet. We can get new torpedoes though, presumably, yeah? I just can't change them. Okay. Yeah. Yep, we hit the Statue of Liberty, Digby. They told me in the chat. Sorry, I made a mistake then. Right. Okay. Well, we got more torpedoes, so we can just head out again and come back. What's the... Oh, so we're ordered... Yeah, no patrol area, just come back home. Right. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to save it there and leave it for now. So, yeah, thank you for watching, folks. I'm going to head off and go get something to eat and then go and buy some food. Probably not wise to go out and buy food when you're hungry. That's how you end up with loads of pizzas. Right. 11? I don't know why the chat keeps saying 11. No idea. Right. So, thank you for watching. Hang on. There we go. So before I go, please know that I finished the latest bullshittery, which is another chapter of that Divinity story that I was doing. So with myself, Quebec, Digby, and Messiesi. And it's currently up just for the crowdfunders for now. It will go public soon. I just want to make sure that the crowdfunders get first dibs. So if you're a patron or a Twitch sub, feel free to have a look and tell me what you think and tell me whether you like it. And yeah, I will read all feedback, I promise. If you are a Twitch sub, if you link your Discord account to your Twitch account and join the Discord group below, then it should be just there. You should be able to see it. And yeah, and let me know what you think. So that's it really. So I'm gonna go and yeah, go unwind and eat stuff and come back later, I'm sure. Right. Thank you, Jovdin and Bishniak and Mr. Fraggy. Thank you sincerely, folks. Let me just have a look and see if Quebec is still going. Is he doing Silent Hunter? Let's have a look. Going. Whoopsie. Okay. So ZF, who's playing what games? So Quebec is doing a bit of Silent Hunter 3. There we go. I'll hand you over to him then. So this is ZF Quebec. ZF Quebec. Right. So thank you, folks. All the best. Have a lovely afternoon. See you again soon.
$1,300. Tag, set. Keep tracking, that's fine. Depth is set, running fast, open 2-2. Okay, hello Mr. Soviet Raids. Hope you are